Hello guys, and welcome back to week 3 of building Devaron in Lego. This week I've got tons and tons of progress to show you guys. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. I'm going to start you guys off right down here on ground level to show you guys the detailing that I've done on the sides of the mock. As you can see, I've added the studs and some cheese slopes into the rock to add some extra detail. Thank you for all of your suggestions from last week. I really like how this looks. I think it looks a lot more natural than it did before. So the rocks right here is pretty much going to be final. That's what it's going to look like. But as of the dark tan, I'm not too sure if I'm 100% happy with it. A lot of people didn't like it, but I think it looks all right. But someone did suggest to add the dark brown that is right there instead of the tan. And I don't actually have much dark brown in my collection, at least plate-wise, so I'm going to have to order some to try that out. But if you can just imagine having that color there instead, kind of give you an idea. But I think it might look a lot better, so I'm definitely going to be ordering some parts off Brickowl pretty soon to test that out. But as of now, I'm pretty happy with how this is looking. I also want to show you guys that it's been done all the way down the front of the mock. And there's actually one more thing I want to talk about for the side of the mock, and that is the stream right here. So as I said last week, this stream is completely snot, which is what allowed me to do this. But, so the idea that I have is that the planet is completely, like, sawed in half to just show this section. And this shows that the stream is a little bit deeper than what it might look like on the top, just to kind of, you know, make it look a little bit deeper than it was, because it looks really shallow. Otherwise, if I didn't have these, so pretty much what I did is the plates come up to the back of, these are the back of the plates right here, and they come up to the end. But if I just left it like that, I thought it looked a little bit weird how you can see, like, the ground underneath and such. So I thought that maybe adding these would make it look a whole lot better, and I'm really happy with how it looks. And let me know what you guys think, of course, down in the comments. But so far, I am really happy with how the stream's looking in general, and I think this adds a whole lot to the mock. So here's the rest of the stream, and I've pretty much doubled the size, I'm pretty sure, since last week, and it is pretty much done. I did change a couple things back here, which is why I have to make it a little bit longer, but I'll talk about that in just a minute. And I'm really happy with how this is looking. I think it looks a lot better than just putting plates down onto the ground. I think it gives it a much nicer effect. And I also added these slopes and plates back to the drop-offs just to kind of make it a little bit more subtle. And the terrain detailing on the outside is probably not final. I'm not super happy with how that came out, so I might try getting some bigger wedge pieces to put there instead. And I'll touch that whenever I start working on all of this other terrain, because that kind of goes along with that. I also added these rock pieces right here. Might be changing those up a little bit. My initial kind of view for them was to be a little bit not so pointy and tall, but to be more flat and round. So I might be editing those just a little bit, but I like the idea of having those rock pieces there. Now on to the main thing that I did this week, and that is putting all of these plates down. Definitely took a lot of time, but I'm really happy with how it is looking so far. And I do have a decent amount of plates left, which should allow me to finish up the little bit that right there, because I did extend the mountain back a little bit, which I'll talk about in just a second. So I should be able to completely do that, but I'll have to get some more brown plates for up at the top of the mountain where I have the base and such. So that's not for a couple weeks though until I start touching on that. So the plates I have now should be fine to complete the rest of the mock. But as you can see, I did add some little hills every now and then, just to add some difference in the terrain. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys now what I did at the back of the mock. So I did decide to push the mountain back about 6 studs, and that was because I didn't feel like there was enough terrain on the mock to really capture the planet. I felt like it was mostly base and mountain and not so much of this terrain at the front. So I decided to push it back, and I'm really happy with that decision. So that does mean I have to extend the stream just a little bit and fill in this extra space, but that's not too big of a deal. It should be pretty easy to do that, and as I said before, I should have enough plates to finish that off. But that about wraps up this video, so if you did end up enjoying it, be sure to leave a like, and if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe down below for more videos just like this. But other than that, guys, I will see you all in the next one. Bye!